Well, first, I would encourage you to choose a financial advisor. And when I say that, I mean it kind of facetiously. Don't just pick a salesperson. You know, I'm in the business, but the one problem I have with the business is a lot of people who just want to sell and sell whatever they can without understanding real true investing and finance. There's always this, go-to puppeteering kind of thing of here's what we recommend for a person X, Y, or Z. Well, you gotta understand that to know what the person needs to be doing, you have to understand their life intimately. And a lot of financial advisors are on a shotgun approach of who can I get in my shop, as opposed to the rifle approach of what's specifically important to the person I'm talking to. So when picking a financial advisor, one of the things I'd look at is their personal track record, not necessarily in terms of who they've what kind of investment returns they've received, but how do they recommend things to people? Talk to them. If they seem like they're giving you cookie cutter answers that don't seem to pertain to the situation, avoid like the plague. Because all they're going to do is tell you exactly what their firm has told them to tell you. And a financial advisor isn't a salesperson. A financial advisor sits there and listens to a specific person. A prime example would be owning your home and paying down debt on your mortgage. The actual numbers response to everything is you should have a mortgage. However, I know a lot of people, myself included, who just don't want the hassle. And if I'm running my business, the last thing I want to do is worry about my mortgage. So I pay extra on my mortgage to pay it down. And a lot of people are like that. So your financial advisor should be the type of person who understands that and hears that and says, listen, you might be somebody who can easily afford to have a mortgage and it makes perfect tax benefits for. But if you don't like sleeping at night knowing your big mortgage there, then don't do that. I had recently had an NFL player who came to me for advice, and he said, hey, I have 7 more years in the league, but I don't want to mortgage 7 years from now when I leave the league. And my financial advisor tells me, oh, you got to have a mortgage, I said to him, so my response to him was, well, just get a 7-year mortgage. And he said, oh, that makes perfect sense. And listen, you make millions of dollars a year. Have a 7-year mortgage, you amortize over 7 years, when you leave the league, you have all your money saved up and you don't have a mortgage payment. His financial advisor said to him, well, don't pay off your mortgage. Why? I personally thought it was because he wanted more money in his account, charging more fees. Again, maybe I'm being cynical, but a lot of financial advisors are just a lot of salespeople who are just trying to sell product and mutual funds to get their 5% fee. That's the other thing to look at. How is your financial advisor getting paid? Is he getting paid per transaction, or is he getting paid a management fee? Go to somebody who's being paid a management fee. Transactional people are just going to do whatever they can do to get that 5% commission, whatever commission they get, as opposed to building the wealth over the long haul. If they get a yearly management fee based on your assets, they're going to work towards building you up over the long haul. And that management fee shouldn't be more than 1%. If it is more than that, you're probably getting gouged in some way. But it's very important to understand how they get paid, because as the great Warren Buffett always says, be very wary of anybody who makes a commission off of what you're buying from them, because they're going to go give you advice based on, there's going to be a bias for them to give you advice based on what's paying them. Again, it's maybe cynical, but I'm in the business and I've seen it all the time, and it's kind of a problem for me because I see so many advisors who do that, and we're here to give advice to people for the long haul, not to just make a commission today.